What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And well, I did a thing. I went and I bought a trailer, a new project we got today. We're gonna sand it, do a little painting and stuff, just try to fix it up so we can get some more projects for you guys to watch. Basically boils down to I got tired of being the guy who always borrowed someone else's trailer. You had to wait. Matter of fact, I actually missed out on a deal because I couldn't go get the trailer in time to go pick up the project. I think it was a little Wizard, or one of them Sears Suburban little garden tractors. It would have been neat to work on, but we couldn't get a hold of the trailer. We missed out. Well, that's not going to happen anymore. We've got our own. Come on, let me show you this thing. All right, well, here's the trailer. We picked her up on Facebook Marketplace. She was actually quite local, just a few miles down the road from me. And I've had it for a little bit. I don't know, there's a little sneak peek. If you look in the last video I posted, you'll see I actually put that implement together for the SpeedX on this trailer. So I've had it for a little bit, but time and everything else going on, I have not had time to work on it. I actually went and picked up a little project with it, even though the lights don't work, but you know, we used our Sunday permit and we made it happen. But anyway, you can look at it, you know, she's got the nice 2-inch bulldog hitch. I'm a real big fan of those. And it's got it's a tilt trailer. Now this is a real home built trailer because it's about 4.5 foot wide by 9. Just kind of oddball. So, and some of the stuff on this trailer, they're not perfect. It's got issues, you know. Some of the welds aren't great. They're you know, not even, but they're strong. It will hold. Got some heavy duty tires, and we might have to get some new tires on this because they're kind of dry rotted. I think they're 10 ply 15s. We might see what we can do or come up with. Oh, have to give a shout out to my buddy Mr. Mark G. Galloway. He has his own little YouTube channel. You gotta check him out. He did some welding for me on this thing. See, it's good to have a friend who has a welding machine since I don't have one. But I pay him. He did a good job for me. For some reason, they put these on the bottom. Now, on a tilt trailer, if your light's hanging down here, that's not very smart. I don't know why they did that, but, and of course the one here was busted, which this one's gone now. Well, that's interesting. That light was there. I mean, it wasn't hooked up, but it was there. I guess the other day when I went to Nacogdoches, it it's probably somewhere between here and Nacogdoches. The only thing I could figure. But all right, well, we're gonna replace the lights anyway, probably in the next video. So we're gonna rewire the whole thing. So let's don't worry about that. But yeah, my buddy Mark Galloway, he builds stuff. He does, you know, he did the welding on this. He is the Mark is the mini bike king. He does all kinds of neat stuff. He builds all kinds of things, and he asks me every time, "What did you build today?" Well, I ain't built a whole lot, but today we're going to paint something anyway. So Mark, thank you for hooking me up. And if y'all want to, go check out his channel. He actually did a neat build where he put a front end loader on like a riding mower. Y'all should go check it out. But yeah, see, this light's still here. But so I guess it held on, but the other one didn't. But that's okay. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, she needs some paint. You know, the floors are not quite at the retirement home, but they're looking at retirement homes. Let's put it that way. They're on their way out. All right, now look, guys, this is not going to be a SEMA show car finish. If you're looking for a professional paint job, this ain't it. This is just going to be something cheap, something that's going to put a little color on it, because it's a work trailer. You know, if I put a high dollar fancy paint job on this thing, it would just get scratched up and messed up. There's no point in that. The welds aren't straight on this, pretty on this thing, and nothing, you know, that was already that way. Mark didn't do that. Mark actually fixed a lot of things on this trailer for me. But you know, some of the things are, the trailer is actually not perfectly square, but it pulls good, you know, and it'll work for what we need, you know. But anyway, let's see if we can't get this thing disassembled, get some slap some primer and paint on there, do a little sanding. All right, let's get our one little tail light off. The other one's already gone. All right, let's get our little tail light off. Now this tail light is still in pretty good shape, so we're going to keep it. We might need one for another project or something. You know, and there's something still good like this, you know, there's no sense in throwing it away. You ought to hang on to it. You know, I'm all about saving money where you can, not wasting anything. I hate people just throw perfectly good stuff away. See, somebody could be looking for the tail light. They could need it real bad, and you could give it to them and help them out. We might do that one day. You never know, so we're gonna hang on to it. Somebody had some of that RTV silicone on it. All right, let's get the other stuff off. In case you were wondering, these lights here, the back of them is a 7/16. Take our little ground screw off. We're just going to go ahead and remove the wiring. In our next video, we're going to do a little wiring job on it. I don't want to mess with nobody else's old junk. I just soon do all new. That way I don't have to worry about it. I know it's done right. I'll put that on myself. Come here, I gotta show you guys this. This is how they fasten the wire to the trailer. So apparently they were a fan of the silicone. I mean, if it works, can you knock it? You can't knock it if it works. So, all right, I take it back. I can't knock it, but we're not going to be doing that. We're going to try something a little bit different. We're not going to mess with the wiring. We're going to save these because these might still be good. I need to check and see, but these are still good. We can reuse these, but we're not going to save any of the wiring. I'm not not going to fool with that. But we might use that for another project, you never know. They put some more, oh look, more RTV silicone. They must have used 3 or 4 tubes on this thing. Yeah, see, this one's still in good shape too. I bet it probably works. Here, looks like he used zip ties to run the wiring. So the silicone, the RTV silicone was good enough for this, but it wasn't good enough for this. I don't know. We're not going to use zip ties either. We're going to do something a little bit better than that. If I can find it. Now, if not, then we might have to do something on the sketchy side. It's going to stay up there. Here, so I can give y'all a better look. Something I can use for probably possible future reference. See, they run the wire through a little bit of channel there, but looks like they used anything and everything, even wire nuts. That's good. That's real great. Not really, guys, I'm kidding. Alright, well, we're going to clean this part up a bit, and then we're going to paint this part first. We're going to let it dry, and then we're going to paint the rest of the trailer. Alright guys, now the part that you've all been waiting for, we're going to paint it. Now, look, like I said before, this isn't going to be a show trailer or anything. We're not going to cement. We're just going to brush it on. Like I said, it's not going to be a professional paint job. But this is the paint we're going to use. This type here got from Tractor Supply, so it's close. And I hope this is enough because this was like 20 bucks. But anyway, we're going to spread it, brush it on and see how it turns out. give y'all a funny story. This actually is not the first trailer I've ever painted. Uh, First trailer I ever painted, I actually bought when I was in high school. I worked at this little convenience store. The guy come by. I don't remember quite exactly how we got to talking about trailers. But we did. He said he had an old 16-foot double axle trailer he'd sell me pretty cheaply. So I went and met up with him on one of my days off, called him up, and went and checked it out. And it was a 16-foot trailer, dual axle. And it had the metal on the siding here on the outside, but it was bad shape. It needed wheels. I think the bearings were bad. I mean, it'd been sitting for probably better 15 years at the time. The tag was long gone. It just really been used on a farm for the most part. Anyway, I got it for about 200 bucks, and I fixed the wheels on it. I put a set of them Chevy rally wheels on them. They look real good. Got some old tires put on it, and decided I was going to paint it. Went to spray paint it, and of course I didn't have a lot of money at the time, so I went to Walmart. Back then you could get a can of that black color place spray paint. You get that for about 75 cents a can, so that's what I went with. Sanded it down, body on it was fairly good shape. And spray painted, and oh, it looked good. I even, a buddy of mine gave me some of them little stick-on vinyl pinstripes, little fake pinstripes. Put them on there, and I mean, just made it look sharp, buddy. Made it look good. And I got the tags for it. And of course, back then you'd get tags for it for like $45. Now it's like almost 80 bucks to get tags for a year. Anyway, and I took it up and we replaced a few boards in the floorboard. I forgot that too. But all in all, I wasn't even $300 probably in the whole thing, or about $300 in the whole thing. So I took it to work with me because I didn't really need it, have a use for it. I was just gonna flip it, try to make a profit. So I put a for sale sign on it. Took it up to the store I worked at. Put I think, what was it, $600. $600, and sure enough, in about a couple days, a fella come by and bought it from me. Looked good too. Got my money. You know, usually that's the end of the story. Well, I kept working. You know, kind of forgot about it, and I'd see the guy periodically. And then one day, we'll say about 7-8 months later, he comes to the store and he's got a trailer with him, and it kind of looks like that trailer I sold him, and the wheels matched and everything. And we kind of talking. He said, "Hey, how's it going?" You know, I said, "Man, why did you paint that trailer gray?" Kind of looked at me. He said, "I didn't paint it gray." So I bought that black color place paint, and that paint had faded in about 6 months to gray. So, moral of the story: you get what you pay for. Don't buy cheap spray paint and expect it to last. Well, luckily he wasn't too upset about it, but so if it's something that goes outdoors, I don't touch that Walmart spray paint no more. All right, now we've had the paint set a little bit, and it's kind of not completely dry, but we need to go ahead and get the rest of it finished so it'll dry overnight. But we're gonna pull these wheels off and paint up on the underside. We got to jack the back end up. That almost was not good. Whoo, man. Well, I think she's about done, or I'm about done anyway. I'm definitely done. Anyway, I think she's about done. We'll give y'all a good look at it. All right, well, here she is. Oh, you can see the jack stand there. Tell me, what's one tool that you put off buying for a long time that you wish you'd have bought sooner? For me, it's the jack stands. I bought those a few months ago and have used those tremendously. I wish I'd have bought sooner so I didn't have to play around with the leaning towers of sketchiness. But here we go. Hey, you'll notice I actually did tape off the boards. Tried to do a halfway decent job. I got a little paint on there, but I almost didn't, and I almost painted the wood. Maybe I should have, but those boards are almost on their way out. Pretty sure that'd be one of the next things I do to this trailer. Other than wiring it, of course. But yeah, I'm sure I'll have some touch-ups and stuff I'll need to do. Like I might get some spray paint for the jack. Haven't decided yet. And I know it's not a perfect paint job. You know, you'd have to completely disassemble the trailer, and I'm not going that far. Because if I'm going to take the boards out, I might as well replace them. But I think it'll makes it look a lot better than it did to begin with anyway. In case some of y'all are wondering, this trailer will fit a SpeedX. As long as you have at least about a 4-foot wide by 8-foot long trailer that with SpeedX, most SpeedXs will fit on it. Alright guys, well that's going to do it for this video. About cost, if you're wondering about cost of this, now of course I only used 2 cans of primer. If you bought more cans of primer, it costs a little more, but I'm in it for about $50. I got everything from Tractor Supply. The brushes I already had, but the little can of paint was actually just perfect. There's just a little bit left over, so it worked out pretty good. But yeah, it cost about $50 to paint it, which these days is not too bad. But anyway, I want to thank y'all for watching, and please like, subscribe, all that mumbo jumbo, and y'all have a good evening. Thanks for watching.